I'm like, what? Maybe I should start paying attention more. They're coming back. So they asked some questions from the last session. I have no idea. And they said, well, this is something we have presented before. You guys all know what it is. All the other principals. So I sat there going, okay. I look around. All the other principals, they're just going to tell right now. I have no idea. And they're going to ask me to present. And I have the first one because I was on the end. And I'm thinking I'm in trouble. So I nonchalantly looked at the guy next to me, next to me, like, shh, Scott. What's a what? He said, well, it's a, I have no idea. What do you mean you have no idea? What are you writing? Because I'm just pretending. I'm like, are you kidding me? Listen, what's a what? She said, I have no idea. I'm like, you people gotta start paying attention. And I'm like, well, listen. And I'm like, Pam, what's a what? She goes, I have no idea. I look down, all the principals going, I'm like, oh, good gosh. So I said, excuse me. Of course, it's always me. I always wants to raise me hand. I look like the doofus. And I'm the clueless one because nobody else is embarrassed. They're all too embarrassed to say something. I'm like, excuse me, Janet and Robin. I think my friends Craig and Ellen at the last meeting were distracting me. I've forgotten what a what is, if you could read it, if you could explain it to us. And in their very nice, studerish voices, they explained to all of us, and we were able to figure out what our what was, and you can ask them what that is later. And we decided that that's when we really realized that we need to start paying attention. We can't shake these women. We're stuck with them, and we better realize that is when we realized that we are stuck with students, and we had to do something about it. And since then, I figured if I'm stuck with Studer, then my staff is going to be stuck with Studer, and we're all in this boat again together. So at our next meeting, I promoted Studer. I told them, we're stuck, let's make the most of it, and that's what we did as a group. When the next rounding came, I followed through with everything they asked me. They said they needed a tool, I gave them that tool. They needed help, I gave them help. Whatever they asked for, I gave it to them. Now you can see the positive impact of rounding, except for the secretary. She hates rounding. Because when I'm done with rounding, everything I promised these teachers, oh, I'll order you that. Oh, yeah, no problem, I'll order you that too. Goes right to the secretary. She can't do all the work. She says, I hate students. So, we also, on top of that, we recognize our staff. You can see it real well with what we call wild cards. They're orange cards because our colors are orange and black. And anybody can recognize anybody with these wild cards. We do 5 a day, every morning, and announcements, 5 staff, students, doesn't matter. Whoever, they get announced that we need to say whatever they did. It could be the gym teacher writes, Mrs. Smith's class wear their gym shoes. The whole class wear their gym shoes. The kids think that's the greatest thing ever. So whenever they can be recognized, they like that. We discuss rounding at every one of our staff meetings now. Every month we have a staff meeting, we discuss it. We go over all the outcomes. Why can I not do something for you with our stock life report? I explained to them we don't have the funding at this time, or that was your responsibility. You should have ordered that stuff back, 3 months ago, and I told you to. So, you don't have marshmallows for your science project. So the staff now feel validated because they feel listened to, and they know that we are going to get things done. Our staff, they share with each other. I'm going to go back here. What we call toot your own horn. We have professional development at the beginning of the year, and they all had to present something that they do in their classroom, that they have to toot their own horn, and they had to toot someone else's horn. And whenever it's something awesome that's going on, and they have to bring copies so everybody can do it. Some of our staff has gone as far as creating their own classroom surveys, where they are anonymously sending out these surveys to parents. What can I do better? How can I help your child? What can I do to make it better for your child? The few teachers that discussed with me said, oh, I don't know how you do it. That really hurts. I said, oh, that first year student, when those comments came back, oh, your heartbone nipples was broken. It was like, oh my God, I didn't think it was that bad. But it was true. And so this has given us a chance to improve our leadership and improve our teaching. Rounding is now fun. We look forward to it. We just had our second round of rounding just this week. They actually are now starting to ask for some fun things. Industrial-sized bottles of Tylenol and aspirin. Somebody asked for prayer. I know that county over there just got It's what it is. That's what they asked for. student pencils. I was like, what? Bad student pencils? And she goes, no, I meant student pencils that are the fat ones. I'm like, okay, well, be a little more specific there. So I took a box of pencils, put my picture on there and said, from fat student pencils. So then I got that. Our survey results from our parent satisfaction. Our first year we had 5 parents. I had 560 people and I had 5 parents fill out the survey, and 4 of them were mad at me. Yeah, you can imagine those comments. Hence my anonymous stress level. So we were able to get up to 80 in our second year, which is last year, and it's about 250 kids. And so you're going to ask me, how did you do it? Well, you are all that. Yes, I am. I gave them free ice cream. We had free ice cream social and that the teachers put on because part of their evaluation was now going to be 10% of it was the student-parent survey. So it was, they figured we better do something and we were to do it quickly. And that's just what we did. The parents came, we had the computer labs open, they were able to go there, and that's, we were able to get a lot of parents. Now, we had more parents than that show up and they didn't do the survey. And we saw one of our schools across town even had better survey results than I did, numbers-wise. I'm like, Tracy, how did you do it? He said, they had to fill the survey out and then get this ice cream ticket. I'm like, oh yeah, this year, that's what we're doing. You do the survey, you get the ticket, that's it, and then hopefully my results would even be better than that. Our lowest thing on the survey was we did not get positive phone calls and no tone to parents, and we didn't. The only time we ever called was if it was a problem, and if we could get through, they changed their phones more than, I don't know, because we have a hard time, but either way, they were only getting negative phone calls. So we said, what can we do different? And we now, I now require that they have to do 5 positive phone calls a week. It must be logged, and it is part of their evaluation. So if I ask for their log sheet, it better be up to date, and I need it. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of phone changes over quickly. So we have a hard time getting through to a lot of our parents, and so I have a lot of positive notes. As long as there's a spot on there the parent can sign in, we know that the parents did receive that note. At first, the teachers absolutely were resistant. They're not going to do it. Why should I have to do it? Blah, blah. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. You're going to do it. And they did. And what happened was wonderful. There's not a day that goes by that a teacher doesn't come up to me with the story. They said it's the greatest thing they've ever done. The parents are now answering the phone for us. And one of my favorite stories is Danielle, not her real name. Danielle was one of our first graders, very, very, very active. And she had terrible beginning of the school year, constantly calling home. And she has a very tough teacher anyhow. And now Danielle is much better with a little help from her doctor. And Danielle works well with our first grade teacher. And so the first grade teacher said, I better jump on this and call home quickly. And so she called the mom, and the mom was just nasty and getting ugly and nasty. And the teacher, who's really tough, also goes, you don't have to get all ugly and mean. This is a good call. And the mom's whole personality went, what? A good call. And the teacher went on to tell her what a great job the child was doing. And at the end of the call, the mom was crying because she said, I had never received a positive phone call. So does it work? Absolutely, it does work. Besides the phone call, we do a junior Viking of the month. This is one of our bulletin boards that we have up in our cafeteria. And there's a little saying, it's one child from each classroom, a little saying about that. And we are having we invite parents in for a little reception once a month. And it's the first time we've done that, and it was just absolutely wonderful. The expectations to become a student of the month, all of our teachers have posted in their classroom, which I'll left over here. Not that one. Got another one here somewhere. We have posted in every classroom what a Hunt Viking is, that it's a good citizen, you have to have academic effort, and what you have to do at school. So all of our students know what we expect of them, and it's in every classroom. And so our students now know what they need to do. We also embrace the nurtured heart approach. We discipline our children by praising them first, saying, well, Johnny, I like how you are sitting over there. You know, Susie, you kind of need to, it's called reset. You need to reset your behavior. Take a few minutes out, and then we'll welcome you back when you're ready to come back. Nurtured heart approach works for about 90% of the kids. Doesn't work when 2 5th-grade boys are resetting each other. Reset. No, you reset. So, we also excited about your last year one out. We let the students and the parents know that we do care about their children. Required posted outside every classroom or on the door. We have posted that is signed by each of our teachers. It says, dear students, I believe in you. I trust in you. You are listened to. You are cared for. You are important. You will succeed. Love. And the teacher signs it. This is posted outside my door. So everybody that has it, we have this posted throughout our building so these kids know that they are cared for at Hunt School. And then it carries over to the parents. To keep our communication open with our parents, we have weekly Global Connect calls. We'll make a phone call every Friday. I ask the teachers, hey, what do you want me to tell parents? So I'll say, if your child's in Mrs. Gazowski's room, they have a new reward system. Make sure you ask your child about it. We do that. That goes out every Sunday night. However, I did forget yesterday, so I'll have to go out Monday night when I get back into town. We have Power School, which allows our parents to go in and see how the children are doing on their grades. And we also try email, but we're not real successful with it. We still send notes home because a lot of our parents, unfortunately, do not have email. Oops, sorry, Northport. We now realize the benefits of the Studer process, and that we're fortunate to have that process. It makes us accountable for our actions, and we will embrace the survey results in order to become better leaders, better teachers. We stop rolling our eyes. And we still tell people we are stuck with Studer, but now we like it.